Sugar and Toast, and today is another pre-review. Before we start today's video, I have to say there's going to be minor spoilers, not much.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Mild spoilers. So you're warned. There are spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, better get out of here. Today we'll be pre-reviewing God of War Ragnarok, the sequel to God of War 2018. It's a favorite series of mine, and I am happy to preview it and hopefully play it on the channel. So today, our first topic is the old characters that are coming back further from the series. We already know Kratos and Boy will come back, but they also have new enemies to face. For once, the once good girl, now gone bad, Freya, trying to kill us, mostly because we snapped her son's neck. And Atreus is 3 years older than his previous self, so he's 14 years old by the looks of it. I did some research, and it did say that he is 14 in the upcoming game. The next character is Mimir, smartest man alive, the one who knows all, the storyteller, or as Kratos likes to call him, head, because he's just a head. Now, as of we know, we don't think that he is going to get a new body, in the new game, so he's probably going to still be attached to Kratos' belt and tell us great new stories on the journey. And it looks like instead of driving or using a boat, we'll be using a dog sled with the two dogs. I don't know what the dogs' names are at the moment, but they're going to be having a sled and a boat. And I believe Mimir is going to be telling us more. Basically, they're going to be lit stories. Brock and Sindri will be coming back again. As of we know, Brock and Sindri are still the same. Brock is still blue, and Sindri is still a germaphobe, like Sal Volcano. Another character that's coming back is Jormungandr. Well, of course he's going to be back. He is supposedly fighting Thor and Odin in Ragnarok, and supposedly kills them both. Kills Thor. Who knows? So, definitely Jormungandr is going to be back. Now that we've gotten most of the old characters, or the characters that are coming back, it's time to talk about the new kids on the block. The new characters. The first new character is Loki's wife, or Atreus' soon-to-be wife. Would you not? Yo. Atreus' future wife, or Loki's, let me pronounce it right, Angrboda. And in Norse mythology, yes, she is Loki's wife, and mother to Loki's kids, Hel, Jormungandr, and Fenrir. We don't know much about her, besides that she is supposedly Loki's wife. Fenrir is going to be coming here as the new kid, and it kind of confuses me because Fenrir and Jormungandr, they're Loki's sons, and in God of War, Jormungandr's there, and it talks about how he came back to where he is right now by fighting Thor, and it splintered. He just traveled back in time. That's all he did before he was born. But with Fenrir, we don't know much. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing again, where like, oh no, he went back in time, or they're just going to like make it so that Fenrir wasn't Loki's son. But Fenrir is coming to the game, and I'm happy to either fight or help him. Who knows? Another new character that was teased in God of War was Thor. No, you got yourself wrong. Not sexy Australian Thor. I meant the more accurate Thor. Fat belly and red hair Thor. And by the looks of it, he is not happy with Kratos and Boy. Mostly because Kratos killed his kids, but also Kratos has shown to be a very big threat, since not only did he kill Baldur, his sons, and the Valkyries, but he's most likely going to kill Thor in the next game. Who knows? Next up is Tyr, or in the game, Tyr is the god of war in Norse mythology. Now, Tyr was assumed dead in the first game, but it seems that he was found alive, imprisoned in the trailers. Meaning, Odin has told a lie to all the mortals and people who love Tyr by saying, oh yeah, we killed him, but instead he's actually been captured, held in prison. And I looked at the Wikipedia of God of War, and it says that Tyr is the son of Odin. He'll be joining our party in either surviving Ragnarok or something like that, but it's just be doing something. And we don't know what we will be helping him with, besides knocking someone out. We don't know much. And that's a good thing, because when people spoil things, like GTA 6, it's either a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because some people like to be surprised. Like me, I love surprises. Next up is Surtur, or as Mimir called him, Surtur the Brave. As of we've known, Surtur was not seen in Ragnarok and God of War, but we were well known that he was somewhere in Muspelheim, sharpening his blade, waiting for Ragnarok to come. Meaning we will be seeing him in the Ragnarok, since he is going to take down Asgard with his fiery blade. And we don't know if we're either going to help him or destroy him, or kill him, whatever happens. Two other characters that are a group package is Skull and Hati, or the wolves that chase the sun and moon. They will be in the game, and by the looks of it, they capture the sun and the moon. Or, theory time, the wolves that are dragging Kratos' sled are Skull and Hati. Because possibly the Allfather captured them and imprisoned them into like mortal wolf forms or something like that. So Ragnarok can never come, and they never catch the sun and moon. Next up is Durin. Durin is the dude with the hybrid squid octopus on his shoulder. We don't know much. All we know is that he is very knowledgeable. He has a lot of knowledge. And something else. In Norse mythology, he is the second dwarf created, or something like that, after Mutzingir, how you pronounce that. And he helps create a sword called Tyrfing. He has help with creating the sword by another dwarf called Dvalin, D-V-A, I don't know. And it would be kind of cool if they added where Doran and another dwarf helped create a sword called Tyrfing. It's time we talk about the enemies. Basically, we're gonna just have all of the old enemies from the previous game, like Dark Elves, Travelers, the Draugrs, the Hellwalkers, the Tatzelworms, the Nightmares, the Valkyries, you know, all that bunch. Don't forget about the Ancients. We're probably gonna have more Ancients. We're also gonna have new enemies. Like, for instance, we're probably gonna have to fight Dwarves. More Valkyries. It seems like there's more than one Valkyrie. More than 9 Valkyries. I think there's more like 12. I don't know. There's such a lot of Valkyries. And probably we're gonna have to fight Light Elves. Because in the previous game, turns out that we probably killed the good guys during that, the Elf War. So the Dark Elves could have been the good guys, and the Light Elves could have been or was possibly the bad guy. Got all the characters and enemies settled in. It's time I tell you the platforms that it's going to be on. What consoles will the God of War game be on? Well, my friend, if you're an Xbox user or a PC user, I am sorry. They're not going to be there. Nor the Nintendo. The consoles that will be on, that'll be featuring God of War Ragnarok, is the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. Now, for me, I'm going to have to use the PS4. Because PS5 is just, it's a phantom. You can see it, but you can't touch it. So it's time to talk about the publishers and the developers. The developer for God of War Ragnarok is Santa Monica, who, what I have found out, have created all of the other God of War games and some others. The publishers is none other than themselves, Sony Interactive Entertainment. What is the story? Well, let me tell you the story. But spoilers. I'll give you the time on when. Right here. This is the time. The timestamp where I'll be stopped reading the story plot and getting to my thoughts. God of War Ragnarok takes place 3 years after God of War, or right after Fimbulwinter comes to an end. which spans 3 summers. Kratos and Boy are now on the mission of what I am guessing to stop Ragnarok or to survive it. The other scene is that it also talks how Atreus is more rebellious than he was. More rebellious, and we will have to travel the 9 realms to explore and prepare ourselves for the end of Ragnarok. Sounds like a piece of cake. Kratos and Atreus, Mimir, have to travel the world, and Kratos has to go with Atreus' guts. It's like, oh, I have a feeling. I was like, okay, whatever, boy. Ragnarok is going to be another open world game. Not only traveling just a few realms, but we'll be able to travel all 9 realms. We will be able to have the 9 realms in our grasp. But in case you guys don't know, or don't know how to use the internet, it's pretty simple. God of War Ragnarok is coming out November 9th of this year. But I think it's time for you to know about my thoughts about the game. I have already pre-ordered the game. Weeks ago. Like September. I'm waiting for it to be released to GameStop so I can go there and tell them God of War Ragnarok, give me please. I would say hopefully, but no doubtedly play on the YouTube channel as either a live stream or as a YouTube video once I get the capture card and the proper equipment. I fell in love with the God of War franchise when the 2018 version came out. Then after that, I just thought, well, there's previous games and I don't think I'll be able to play them. Not just because it's violent, but because there's sex scenes in them. So I just went ahead and just looked at gameplays and all the cutscenes. And I gotta say, he's a pretty depressing man. A lot of depression. But I love him no matter what. I love Kratos and I love Boy. And it's sad that it's coming to an end since this is the last Norse game for God of War. A quick thing, I've been told, I watched a video about how it is possible that Kratos and Boy have to quickly travel to Kratos' homeworld to get a certain item. There's an entire theory about that. I'll link in the description below of the video. Oh, it's also in the top right corner. When Atreus opens the door and there's some random man standing there. And there's no doubtedly going to be Odin. Because in Norse mythology, and in the game, possibly, Odin travels Midgard as an old man. As an old wanderer, as they say. I am also hoping that they don't kill off all the good characters like they do with some movies or just with any franchise when they start off killing good characters for some reason. It's like, dude, it's just disturbing and it's just sad. Like the final episode, I'm not going to spoil it or anything, people die. Every day. Like in the last episode. But as I said, in the trailers, they announced a lot, but they didn't announce much. And I'm happy for that, because it doesn't spoil it much, and, you know. I'm hyped for the epic battles and whatnot. Epic battles, the tiniest plot twist. I am ready for them. I am excited for this game to come out. But with all due and said, my rating for this game, as of this moment, is an 8.5 out of 10.
Fantastic!
8.5 out of 10? That good? Well, it's Kratos and Boy. They at least deserve a 7. I'm giving them 8.5 because of what they've shown and what has been said. And I'm happy that no idiot is willing to hack Santa Monica and leaking hours of details. After I finish the game and play it with all of you, I'll give you there'll be another video that will be giving off my final thoughts and my final rating of the game. Thank you for watching today's video. I am happy that you joined me with this pre-review of God of War Ragnarok, and I'll be seeing you in the next video, which no doubt will be Stray. And I'll be happy to see you at God of War Ragnarok release. Winter is coming, so I have to say stay toasty, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.